like to welcome Michael McCarthy of AbbVie in Cork to the stage, also recipient of an AE International Award in 2012. He's going to chat about BIM, building information.
Thanks everyone for staying on. You're in the graveyard shift now, so I'll start and keep going. And hopefully this is the experience we had with BIM in assisting, I suppose, sustainability, and we've been through the 50,001 programme as well as the other two AbbVie sites, and this will give you a bit of background. There's been a lot of change in the Cork site. We've come through a lot of different, I suppose, owners down the years, and how it's helped shape us, and how it has helped, I suppose, the sustainability of the site. This is the site in Cork. The history: we started off as Forney Laboratories in 2001. Solvay then bought us in 2005. We moved into the Abbott family in 2010, and finally into the AbbVie family in 2013. Quickly going through the site, it's a small, compact site in Cork. We've just started a new production facility. As you can see here, we have a small warehouse on site. We have a larger warehouse being built this year. We have a pilot plant on the site. We've our dispensary, our manufacturing. So it's one of these sites. You can see we've changed owner a couple of times, so it's there's a good can-do attitude on it, and I'll cover this as well as we go on. Again, as I said, it's compact, 12,000 square metres on a 13-acre site. It's a tableting plant, 2 billion tablets per year. We've a lot of specialised technologies to support the solid dose manufacturing on site. We've about 133 employees. It's a 4-shift operation. There's 72% of the workforce educated to the 3rd level. There's the site talent management development for people, and like a lot of other farming plants, we're in the great places to work, and 90% of the people on site agreed is a great place to work. Our products, quickly, we have dyslipidemia for cholesterol reduction. We have Kaletra for the treatment of HIV on site, and for the treatment of hepatitis C, we have Vicarex. We have a strong focus on and a strong NPI process on site, and I suppose, like the other AbbVie sites, you can see we've all grown in the last couple of years since AbbVie has broken away from Abbott. So AbbVie is a dynamic company, and it's a fast-growing company. So it's important that we have a can-do attitude on site and are open to change. And that's why with BIM, I'll be talking through a project that we have done last year on site and how we utilise it and how it has helped us. Again, we've got the standards, the 14,000, the 18,000 and the 50,001. We were the first AbbVie site in the group to hold all 3 standards together. We've 7 years without a lost time accident on site, and again we've also had the privilege of winning an AE award in 2011. As I spoke earlier on, lean is a big thing on the site as well. We're a benchmark site for this. We've delivered over 7 billion tablets in 12 years of existence. Customer satisfaction is a big thing for us. Productivity has been increased. It's reduction in lead times has been a big driver as well. Premier plant in 2011, which is we were very proud of. Class A certified, highest compliance from the HPRA, and we were just after, in the last 3 years, like completing 7 new product introductions onto the site. So sustainability. In last year, in 2015, we were tasked with the execution of a complex process on site, but this required both construction of a new facility for it, but it also, the product was in development. So it was giving us, like, just not alone the headache of building the facility, but also getting the product in as fast as we could and doing development work on it and complexities around that. we also were given a short time period to get it in. So it wasn't a case of just like this is 12 months, this had to be done in a 6-month time period, because as you know, getting the product to the market is a big thing. So we utilised a design build philosophy rather than a traditional A&E traditional project approach for this. And so we had to think outside the box and ask ourselves, like, the 5 million whys of how we do things traditionally, and more importantly, why not in how we can approach this. And we utilised BIM as well. We harnessed it for all phases of the project. It helped us in this, the speed of the design process. It helped us with the resolution of early issues to the project. We were able to engage people and the cross-functional teams earlier in the project and highlight problems and issues. And where before people we would be bringing in at the end, and they'd be asking us, like, well, this is not what we wanted or what we thought it was going to be. It was a very proactive tool we found in helping us execute the project in such I suppose, a short period of time and an aggressive nature. So, as you can see there on the left, how we modelled everything in the BIM. So we modelled it from the location of the bollards, the widths, which helped in the actual making sure equipment was fitting, to the sockets in the walls, the network points, the workstations for the people. So we had 100%, I suppose 110% engagement from the people. Jim spoke about it earlier when he implemented 50,001 in Ballytivlin earlier on the year. And getting people in early, like sometimes you'll be saying too many cooks spoil the broth, but getting them in and getting everyone and working as a team showed, like, we were able to show this to the senior leadership team in AbbVie, and like they were able to, like, in such a short period of time, how you could get something done and get it right. Again, it shows like how our dispensary worked out. A blender, we were able to get a blender, model the blender in here, making sure we knew, like, we either had to do one of two things. Put our blender in here, we had to finish our clean room facility. Do we have to take a wall down, close off the part of the facility, bring in your blender, or can we model it into the using BIM to see would it would actually fit? Because, like, it's grand. Everyone can say a 2D drawing, yes, it fits, but we actually modelled it through it, made up a model out of timber as well, and it did fit in, and we were able to get it in with the least amount of effort, which we wouldn't have done if we hadn't utilised BIM. Again, we were able to model all our mechanical installation or electrical installation. Everyone knew where they were supposed to go. This is where we found the most benefit, is with all the trades and the disciplines. Like, everyone had the area that they had to use. Like, everything was mapped out. There's no point, like, the HVAC ducting knew where they had to go. The electrical trays, they knew where they had to go. So first day when there was an issue, main contractor could come out, show the plan. Lads, everyone had agreed and signed up to this, and it stopped problems that were going to affect every project, and we found it was very beneficial to us here as well. We were also able to do our site master planning with it, and I suppose show how we can develop the site or where the site is, and, like, a picture tells 1,000 words, and some people, like, it's very easy to for I suppose if you're like myself, an engineer, you can visualise stuff, but we found it very good for visualising for cross-functional and across the sites, across people, and that they could actually see what way we wanted to go, what we wanted to do on the site, and you get the engagement and you got the results out of that. Again, give us a technical reference tool for the project. It helped us define scopes for the disciplines. It eliminated confusion, which was a big thing, allowed all stakeholders to see the picture. It allowed the site to be agile, which was a big thing, and it's one of the core principles of AbbVie, is being agile and I suppose, thinking outside the box. It's definitely required, and it's going to be an aid we use in future projects throughout the site. And it allowed us to do the future planning with sustainability in mind. And that's...
Thank you very much indeed, Michael. Yeah, well done. Cheers.